The NFL hasn't been more reliant on a young crop of quarterbacks in recent history than it is right now. 11 of the 32 starting quarterbacks, more than one-third of the league, are still on their rookie deals. Of those, 10 were first-round picks. With that in mind, I've been tracking those quarterbacks closely throughout the season, as not only will their respective franchises be reliant on their development, but also the quality of the product across the NFL. He's the co-betting favorite to win NFL MVP at FanDuel and has taken the Patriots from worst to first. What else is there to say? If you want to quibble, he's taking too many sacks, 35, second most in the NFL. But that's where the negatives end. From year 1 to year 2, there have been glaring areas of improvement with Williams' development and glaring areas of stagnation as well. The sack-prone Williams we saw as a rookie is no more. He's on pace to take fewer than half of the 68 sacks we saw from him as a rookie. That's allowed for a much more consistent flow of the Bears' offense this season. On the flip side, it would be more consistent if he didn't have as many pure misses on tape. His adjusted completion percentage has taken a step back even from his rookie season, as he's especially struggled finding his mark when on the move. The scary thing is, the Bears' offense is already effective with so much more potential for Williams, yet to be unlocked. Dart isn't perfect, and his play style has quite obviously not been sustainable, but the Giants' offense should not be as effective as it's been under his tenure. He's 12th among starters in EPA play this season and is responsible for 17 scores in only 7 starts. That's without number 1 receiver Malik Neighbors for all but one of those starts as well. His ability to create something out of nothing is already among the best in the entire NFL. It's quite clear the Giants have something in their 2025 first-rounder. What remains to be seen, however, is if it's sustainable. Dart has taken 77 hits in his 7 starts and has already been evaluated for concussions on 4 occasions. He won't make it through his rookie contract at that rate. Can whoever is the next Giants head coach rein in Dart's recklessness while still getting the out-of-structure magic? That's the big question that still needs answered. Nix is one of those hot-button quarterbacks where an honest review of his strengths and weaknesses is a rarity. To a certain segment of the Broncos fan base, his play is the reason Denver is 8-2. To another segment of national media who never saw him as a first-rounder to begin with, his play has been bench-worthy so far. The truth is somewhere in the middle. Nix has almost all of the traits you want from a franchise quarterback. He's been the best quarterback in the entire league at avoiding sacks when pressured, 9.3% rate, while also leading the league in game-winning drives. The one trait he quite obviously has not shown this season is a pretty darn big one, though accuracy. By pretty much any metric you want to use, Nix has been one of the least accurate quarterbacks in the NFL this season. His misses have come at every level of the field, but are particularly egregious downfield. He's completed only 15 of 47 deep passes this season, and those misses have hamstrung the Broncos' offense, considering this was his biggest worry coming. Out of Oregon, him regressing in year 2 should scare all Broncos fans. No quarterback in the NFL is fighting a tougher uphill battle each game than the Titans' signal caller. His top 3 receivers of late have been 2 day 3 rookies and a journeyman who's been on 4 teams in 3 years. Oh, and he's already had his head coach fired. You can't evaluate him purely statistically because it's the worst situation in the entire NFL. That being said, there is one area that has to improve and fast. Amazon's Sam Schwartzstein affectionately calls it SCRAC, sack EPA combined with scramble EPA. It's a stat where playmakers such as Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes routinely lead the league. Ward is not only dead last in the stat this season, he's been more than twice as bad as any other quarterback in the NFL. For someone with his athletic prowess, he has to be more willing to take off as a runner when nothing is there instead of taking bad sacks, 38, most in the NFL. There are valid excuses for Stroud's poor performance this season. The offensive line, the inexperienced receivers, the first-year offensive coordinator. It's not an easy situation to play elite football in. Stroud, though, isn't some rookie just finding his footing in the NFL. He's a third-year player who had one of the best statistical rookie seasons of all time. The bar for him is different than it is for other quarterbacks on this list. So when he's regressing instead of progressing, that's concerning. When Davis Mills can come in and the offense doesn't look too dissimilar over the past game and a half, that's concerning. It's not that he can't put up elite numbers once again when the talent around him improves, but rather that he's not shown any signs of growth to say he'll ever overcome a mediocre supporting cast. The exciting downfield passer we saw last season and at Washington has been nowhere to be found this fall. In fact, Penix has as many deep completions this entire season, 7, as he did in 3 starts as a rookie. That seems wholly incompatible with the player most expected Penix to be. What scares me the most about Penix's performance so far is how reliant on in-rhythm throws he's been. If the ball isn't out when Penix hits his back foot, more often than not his accuracy is going to suffer. And on top of that, he's shown almost no ability to create outside the pocket, either as a runner or passer. He's only managed 83 passing yards and 68 rushing yards on the 43 times he's broken the pocket this season. For someone who has to win from the pocket, Penix needs to be more precise than he's been this season. McCarthy has more interceptions, 6, than touchdown passes, 5, has the lowest completion percentage in the entire NFL through 4 starts, 53.7%, and his sack pace extrapolated to 17 games would be the 6th most all-time. It is important to reiterate, though, that it's only 4 starts, and the first 4 of his career at that. If you're looking for encouraging signs, you'll find a couple of throws a game, but not any extended stretch of play to warrant a grade higher than this. Young is on pace for the 6th lowest 16-game passing yardage total since the re-emphasis on illegal contact in 2004 caused passing numbers to soar league-wide. He's 30th in EPA play despite having one of the league's best rushing attacks and a legit #1 receiver in Tetairoa McMillan. The flashes we saw at the end of last season are nowhere to be found. Carolina will more than likely have a different starting quarterback week 1 of 2026.